How are you all? Welcome in my dome for the GOLDPRINT reading. GOLDPRINT reading, it's so appropriate because everything is, all the planets are in alignment. Not yet, but 6 of them. And that means that it's a very, very auspicious time. So I asked where I needed to be and where would they guide me. So I'm heading towards Abu Simbel. That is the union, was it Ramses the second and Nefertiti. So let's see what I need to do there. And it's very powerful. I already heard it is a very powerful place. So that's where I'm heading off next. So there are some things I need to do here. And then I will see what happens. Okay. And because of that alignment with the planets, we're stepping into that golden age. It's really, really powerful. It's really here. What is needed for all of us. And you know, the earth is splitting, and the timelines are splitting between the new earth and the old earth. And what does that mean? Well, I have here, your soul knows, by the way. Your soul knows exactly that the time is now and that it's really starting. It's starting for you. So, the Acturians you are connected with the Acturians. And the Acturians are from the white light DNA restructuring and DNA upgrading. So it could be that you feel that your body is lethargic, that you feel the energies that needs to get out. You know, all the old stuff needs to get out and the new light is coming in. And when there is so much light coming in, you know, your body and your aura needs that energy to adjust. So you need to take rest, meditate, you know, let it simmer in, isolate yourself or be in solitude with yourself. So that those energies can transform within you without any distractions. Because if you get distracted, you know, your DNA and your energy will not align with what's supposed to be. So when this is happening, it's that you're on a journey, you're on a mission. I'm on a mission, and I think a lot of us are on a mission because I see the whole rainbow tribe where I'm connected with, you know, from America, from Austria, from all countries. They're all coming to Egypt now and they're all here. So it's really interesting what is happening. So there is huge healing coming up because when your DNA shift and change to up to a 12 strand or 24 strand, you know, it's really intense. It's really intense for your body. So most of the people I know, they have already their 8th strand. They're all already with 8th strand, 9 strands. And up to that, we're evolving, and keeping evolving with that DNA strand. Um, so yeah, and that makes that beautiful spiral in your system. It makes that vortex in your system that goes quicker and quicker and quicker to get things and eliminate things quicker and faster out of your system. Um, less of diseases, because you get light, so much light within your system that everything is starting to regenerate. No, is it regenerate? Recuperate? Yeah, things get more in speed. They get the energy and the vortex within your system goes quicker and quicker and quicker. So it's time to go with flow. And the Acturians are guiding you. It's Acturian energy that comes down in such a rush, and you can feel it during the night because you can see the sacred geometry. You can feel it in your system. You can use it, but also within your system, you will, when you go within, you will see the sacred geometry. Connecting to certain parts and certain cells and certain organs in your body to give it more energy, to spin things out. So yeah, it's quite a lot here. Go with the flow. Let all control go. There's a divine will and oceanic consciousness. So divine will is let go of control, because all what is out there for you will come to you. Don't have to force it or to do it. Has it this absolutely, it's divine timing. So and follow that oceanic energy. Go with that flow. Sometimes the water is rough, but let yourself be carried by the current and by the waves. And sometimes it's very easy. You can dive deep and you can see the wonders of the world. And that's probably how it goes. Let yourself held by that water, held by those emotions. Sometimes it's not fun to sit with the emotions, with grief or with pain or with hurt. It's so incredibly hard to sit with it. But if you move through it and you stay there in that energy, and you hold it and you say, okay, this will pass, this energy will pass through me and it will be released. After that, things lighten up. Things lighten up. And that's why they say dive deep and go with the flow. Go with the current of the waters. Don't fight it. And we have again the Lemurian egg. The Lemurian egg is that golden shield around you. It's a reintegration. There it is. Not regeneration, but reintegration. So eventually always find its way back. Yeah, and you need to rest. It's exactly what I already told you. We need to. I can't say it enough. In these times, take your rest, because what comes in needs to get out, and it takes a lot of your body to hold that light and that energy. Regeneration of the of divine potentials. So all those potentials, you're infinite. Those potentials, you are infinite, and the potentials that you have are infinite. So if you want something and your system is not ready for that, you know, then there is a next activation that will make you ready for the next purpose, for the next mission, for the next thing that needs to happen in your life. So that's why it is very important to shield yourself with that beautiful golden white light. So sit in it and hold yourself in that light. So everything can, you know, reactivate, you know, and integrate in your system. What did I tell you about the rainbow child and the rainbow children and the rainbow tribe? They're all here. They're all in Egypt. They're all being called to this beautiful alignment that we have from the 21st till the 25th at its height, you know, the 25th. So it's really very interesting what we're doing, and we're unstoppable. You know, even if we integrate all that light, they prepare us for this time. So they are sure all the old stuff that we carry needs to get out of our system. And when that is out of our system, um, we are ready for the next mission. And we are multi-talented. We can do whatever we want, and with the shift and change it. And one is on a healing journey, the other one is heal the grid, the other one is doing the same. I have to work with the grid work and with the twin flames. So everywhere I go is connected to all these things. Connected with the waters, the healing waters, the oceans. They told me to go to the ocean and do some work on the oceans. You know, not only for here for Egypt, because of a lot of water rights are already bought. And they bought the land and they bought the water, connecting with it. So I that we need to reclaim that water, and we need to reclaim that energy to keep it pure. So I also have some waters from Glastonbury with me that I can pour into the ocean, and I will take some with me. And those are all will drop out now and then, because the internet here in Egypt is not that well. It's not that great. But here they keep going for that new, and you have miraculous alchemy what you're doing. So yeah, that is it's so how do you call it? It's such a privilege, you know, to do this work and to work with that. So we're all doing our work. We're all doing our energy work on a different level, on a different time, in a different place. One is working in Dendera, the other one is working in Dahab, you know, the other in Cairo, one in Hurghada. I did already some work here in Luxor, and I also did already some work last year here in Luxor. So now it's time for me to go all the way to Abu Simbel, to the border with Sudan. And there is a lot of things that needs to be actually in Sudan also. But I don't have the time and the space to do that, because after that I'm moving up all the way to Cairo, to Alexandria, and to Siwa, to do some work in the desert. So there is, you know, and I don't know in which time, in which place, or which connection, or in which timeline it will happen. I don't know. I had to extend my flight. So yeah, that's what was needed. Otherwise I don't have time enough to do all these things that are need to be done. So yeah, that's the golden line, and the golden path we walking now, and making ourselves ready, because there are so many incredible portals here, so many star portals. And I already told you that when I wanted to do the tours, you know, in Egypt. But unfortunately, my dad got ill, and you know, eventually he passed away, and I needed this time to recuperate. And they said, there's some missions you have to do for us. So okay, as this star child, we're doing that mission. And I see all of you, also the people that watching, are getting these upgrades, are getting these activations. It could be that you get tonight, you get, if you close your eyes or you're meditating, you see the geometry, you know, coming your way. So, so many things it could be. And what I also hear here during the night, they send out a frequency during the night to keep your energy low, to really get that frequency down. And you really feel that. If you're sensitive, you feel that. And I wake up and I start to do my language. I start to do my rituals, what I do normally, to get rid of these frequencies out of my system, that they don't integrate in my system. Because as soon as you notice that there are frequencies coming at you, or they're using frequencies, yeah, you have to counteract on that, you know, to keep your frequency up. Blu-ray being, you're a Blu-ray being. You're directly and connected with the divine Blu-ray being. Your expression is directly from the divine. So know this. Everything what you say, everything what you do is directly coming from the divine. You make a bridge to dimensions. So every bridge you make, everything you do is a bridge to another dimension, to a higher frequency, to this, I see it as the rainbow bridge, you know, we're going over that rainbow bridge and making connections on the other side, connections with other beings, or source, you know, rather call it source. But we know that when we doing the work, this golden path that we are walking is the path that is be set out for us to do. You know, everyone has a different mission, and nothing is less or better. You know, we're all doing the mission, we're all doing the work, and we're all dedicated you know, to do it. And some things resonate with you and other things don't. Um, but doesn't mean that it is less or better than the other. We're all working with that. So know that you are connected, with Sirius or the Blu-ray being that giving you the information, that giving you the channels, that working together with the Acturians, the Blu-rays. You know, they were always working together um, to upgrade what we are receiving. And then the card of emerge, you know, fly like a butterfly, spread your wings and fly. Celebrate sensuality, joy, and right to enjoy, and truly living and living your purpose. This is the card. This is the it's after you had your rest, because it's on the card of on the Lemurian egg of integrating everything. So yeah, give it that celebrational energy when you're coming out of that rest, when you're coming out of that energy. Celebrate, you know, celebrate life, celebrate the energy where what you're doing, what your mission is, and celebrate it. You know, have the joy and the fun in it. I have a bag full of stones and crystals with me to activate some places, and you know, my bag is all half empty. I integrate every crystal where I come. I integrate a crystal, and I put a crystal in the earth and in the grid, so we can work with it. And every time when I put it on places that actually not really allowed to, I having this little dance, you know, celebration dance. Yes, I did it again. And I saw in Dendera, it was really beautiful. Last year when I was here, I had this huge ball of clay with me, and it was clay from the tour that I gathered, I think in 2016 already, and I gave that to the Isis temple in Dendera in Hathor's temple. But there's a little chapel in the back that's especially for Isis, and it was still there. So they didn't notice that, you know, the clay was integrated in the hole, and the hole was perfectly made for my clay from the tour. So it really activates me and celebrates me, and I start to sing and to dance in the temple, because I could be on my own for was it 15 minutes or something like that. It gave me 15 minutes. I gave him a good amount of bakshish. So next time he will recognize me. If I come, then I can get in again. He gave me the key to open the temple, so it was really special. Yeah. Yeah. Purify. Purity. The unicorn. You are pure. With everything you do, you are pure. And open your spiritual eyes. don't see with your normal eyes, because those normal eyes are just trained to see the normal things, but use your spiritual eyes to see through things that it's not normal to see. When you get this gift to see through the veils and see through people and see through other things in your surroundings, you will never see things the same again. You will never see the things the same again. It's impossible to see things different because you see what is behind everything. And sometimes it's not an easy task, and sometimes it's very easy. Then you're going with that flow. Sometimes the things that you see, what is coming ahead, that you get channeled or get from source, or from your guides, you know, and sometimes from the ancestors. It's not easy to receive messages that you see that is not good for humanity, and almost everyone in humanity that don't see it with those eyes do the things that they say, because they don't see what's behind it. And you can warn them for it, and you can say, don't do it. But it's still their soul's choice. That means that they have to awaken to that golden path, to see through all things, to start to think, no, you know, what government says, what everything what comes on the TV is not real. It's all an illusion. And are you still so blind that you follow that illusion? And when you get a real good wake-up call, you know, you will start and see. Because everything in your system will awaken. You think you have a heartache or a heartbreak. No, it's a heart opening, because they crack you open because everything was in an automatic pilot. You didn't even feel that you had a heart anymore. That was what needed to crack open that heart and open that awakening process, open those channels to make a difference for yourself. And that's where we're heading now. We're on that path. Most of us that got a heart awakening, all going into their spiritual activation and in the spiritual process, you know? And it's get more extreme. I had my gifts as a kid already, and my youth wasn't easy because I saw the things different than everyone else. So this journey of seeing everything is not always an easy journey, and it's sometimes a lonely journey, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it, because you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it to activate everyone, to create a space and a safe space for everyone to be able to do the same. And the more people do this work, the more people doing the grit work, you know, connecting with the waters, because it's so important to activate the waters, because yeah, let's do I need to go there? Oh yes, I do. Okay, warning. Nestle is bringing water out and selling water for a long time already. Now they made an agreement with Bill Gates to work with the water. So you know exactly what will happen with the water. So vaccines and all these things, all the chemicals or everything that can change your DNA in your system and can make you ill, and viruses will come through our water. I say this already for years, and now it came out. It came out in the open. They do it in the bottles, water bottles. So through our tap water. So everything, we need to be aware of that. If we don't be aware of this, and now my connection goes out again, because I talk about things that's not able to get in the open. But you know, we're just doing the work. We're just doing what we get channeled. I asked, do I need to tell this? Yes, do and tell this. So buy a water purifier, you know, buy a water filter for yourself, because I know that everything gets censored. And I'm curious if everything I told you about Nestle and the water, if that still came through, because I said bad connection. So I know that every time I speak about things that's really interesting and very important, you know, they mute you. So yeah, let's keep it that. And yeah, make sure you drink healthy water. You know, there are water filters. There are really amazing things out there that can help you. You know, even your showers, they have showers with vitamin C in it. Use those. You know, if you want to know where you can buy them, they're not that expensive, you know, and there's a vitamin C water, because, you know, in ours, water is chlorine, and the only thing that can help chlorine disappear is vitamin C. So in my bathtub, I already put in hands of vitamin C, but it's also very good to have it as a shower head. So yeah, well, that is about the water. So now I know why they want me to do some work on the water on the ocean here. So yeah. So yeah, celebrate and trust your living, trust your journey, and that's really amazing. Golden path is opening for you, and now exactly with all the planets on in one line, and there's a second one coming in February. There's 7 planets in alignment. So, you know, and that happens in 450 years or so. So it's, yeah, go back 450 years. That's 10 lives or so, something like that. Go back 10 lifetimes, if you can remember that. What were you doing then? Who was there in your life? Who were you doing all the work with? Very interesting. And you can do past life recession if you want that with me. As a hypnotherapist, I can take you back to past life memories. So if you want to remember with who you were in that timeline, or what you did, what your work was, what your existence was. Integration, family of light. Past life reunion is coming up. Let go, surrender, and open the door to your light family, to the past life memories. So open the doors. Wow, I just channeled it, you know. go through those doors and see what is happening. It will really help you a lot with all of that. And let go of all defenses. You know, we don't have to defend ourselves against anything. Yeah. There's a reunion with your light family. There's a reunion with past life memories, past life people that are coming back now as rainbow warriors in your life. So yeah, and do the integration work. Integrate it all, you know, because, oh, that's so beautiful. It's on the rainbow child and the Acturians. So the Acturians are supporting the rainbow child and the crystal grid, and you need to integrate this. This is really amazing, amazing time. You're unstoppable, and you need to do what you need to do. And they make you ready for that day. They make you ready for the transition. They make you ready for the new earth. They make you ready for who you want to be and what you want to be. Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways. Attune to nature and find your way. Tune into nature and find your way. And the only way to find that is to follow your heart. The only way is to find it is follow your heart. It's Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways, she guides you. She's an ancestor. She's connected with Glastonbury, with England, and she guides you as a light from, oh, here you need to go there, you need to go there. You feel it, you feel Hathor integrating in your heart space. You know, you feel the magic of Isis. You know, if you want to connect with Isis, you know, if you're in England, connect with Ellen of the Ways, because she will exactly guide you where you need to go, what kind of where you need to be in nature. Do you need to be in the shadows, or do you need to be on the higher levels of the land, or do you need to be at the oceans and working with the waters? So let yourself be guided, you know, to work with that gold print that is coming towards you, because that gold print means also that your DNA is shifted, and more abundance and is coming your way. More abundance, happiness, joy, lightheartedness. It's all coming your way. So celebrate it. It's really amazing to see what this all can do for you, and you will be free. You know, you will be free from everything that you used to know. Yeah, what you used to know. So that's really you emerge from all of that. Yeah. And you know, we all know that there's a storm coming up with all the, because it's happening now in LA. I'm not going to do in details, but that is the storm that is heading, you know, what we talked about for so many lifetimes already. We knew that this was coming, you know, and I'm not going into details, because we all get dropped dead with that energy of LA. Doesn't mean you don't have to have compassion but there's a totally different story behind it, so I'm not going into that. Okay, I have here, Bridget's healing is coming your way. So if you are connected to to Bridget and England, you know, Priestess or Goddess Bridget will heal you. It could be that you were on a long time journey with Bridget, you know, that you are connected with her, and that you are doing the best thing you can, you know, and that it was a healing journey for you. I have here, read high vibrational books. So read books that are from a high vibrational, from a high vibration. And then I don't need, I don't mean the books of thrillers and something like that, because that doesn't raise your vibration. It just lowers your vibration. And but if you're connected to that vibration, by means, you know, do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me. Your hopes and wish are granted. Your hopes and wishes are granted. So you need to leave behind for who you are in human form, because you are a multidimensional being. Leave behind who you are in human form, because you're not just a human, you're a multidimensional being. Let's see, what else do the cards have to say? Time does not exist, go with the flow. And that's exactly beautiful with this card. So take the codes in. Time does not exist, go with the flow. What is important? What is important? You can't see it with your mind and with your eyes. You feel it. And you feel it with your heart. Connect with light language, the language of light. Wake up, sleeping beauty. It's time. It's time to go and walk that path. It's time to wake up with the things that are happening, and that they are having hidden agendas. You know, step into that. You know, do your research. Don't believe me, do your research. I'm just telling you what I got channeled, what I know, and what I got out of my research. Do your own research. You know, if you want to know things, you have to dive in. Don't believe my words. You are granted in your spiritual evolution. And you are grounded in your spiritual evolution. So you're grounded, but also can go on a totally different level when you're connected. Reach to the stars and connect with your star family. Well, that is exactly what the Acturians and the integration said. And if you have a question about what you want to know or anything like that, then you know, you connect with your spirit guides. Or if you have more questions about your golden path, how your personal golden path will be in the future or now, you know, send an email and I come back to you. Create your rituals. Love is coming in. And that's the love that is coming in. That is from the vibration that you are connected to. Look beyond the veil. Who is the messenger behind the signs? So look behind the veil. Who is the messenger behind the signs? You need to know who you receive the messages from. You know, and you need to look behind it. You need to ask if they want to show themselves, or give them their names, or whatever. You know, I'm starting a class for that, a mediumship class, that you can come up with real evidence if you're channeling. So that you don't say, okay, I channel with this and this, and but I don't know who it is. You need to know. You have to give the evidence who you're talking to and who you give the message to before you start to really channel, because you need to be safe first. Okay? So, and the 20th of March, I start a new online course, Mediumship in English. So if you are interested, let me know. You are a chain breaker. So you break all the chains, all the cords, all the contracts. You can stop every, yes, chain breaker. We all know that a chain is made out of chains, right? And every time when a chain let go, there's another one popping up. And you can break those chains. You can break the chain of ancestors. You can change the change of karma. You can change the of curses, of all of this. You are able to break those chains. Romance is in the air. So that's always beautiful, that romance is in the air. Music and art can also play a big role in your life. When you are walking that golden path, you will always be connected and feel connected to the people that needs to be on that same path. If they're not walking that spiritual path, you know, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Because you are an alchemist. And it's time to leave all addictions behind. Wow, all the addictions of the third dimensional realm. Because now it's really happening. The timeline is really shifting. And where do you want to stay? Do you want to stay in this, in a toxic relationship, or you want to stay in a toxic environment, work environment, or you want to do all the things that everybody else does because it's supposed to be that way? Then you know, the gap, you will feel the gap will become bigger and bigger and bigger. So walk your golden path. Walk that golden print that you have in your system that is upgraded, you know, the last couple of days. Yeah, and it will keep keep going. We are not stopping anymore, because you know what is happening now, it will be more and more and more. You know, I don't know when I said it. I think it was last year around summertime that I had a reading that they said they will use all the elements against us. We had the air with the storms, we had the water, and now we have the fire. So next will be, I don't have to tell you that, splitting of the earth. And you will recognize this when that storm is coming, because first the fires are not done yet. Okay, and I hope it's not a real doomsday video, because it needs to go to the other side, that you are aware of what is coming and that you can prepare for it. But that's what I hear, that's what I get channeled, that's what I heard last year already. They are trying all elements to use against us, and that's working, right? But not if you already see it coming, if you already know what is coming. So yeah, and let's keep our heads clear and meditate and connect with that golden light, with that sunlight, with the source. We have different lines we can set out to get that connection. We just don't have one channel, we have multiple channels to tap into. Okay, this is for you, and see you next time. Bye bye.